everyone, this is Jen. Welcome to my first YouTube video ever. My friend actually gave me this palette from YSL the other week, and the colours is just so beautiful that I wanted to create a look to share with everyone. I'll just show you quickly what the palette actually looks like. There it is. A little bit closer for you. I hope you like this look, and let's get started.
Starting with a clean moisturized face, it's important to apply a good primer all over the face. The primer generally helps to make your foundation last longer. Here I'm using a foundation primer by Laurent. I like it for its SPF 30 sun protection. A little goes a long way. Foundation time! I'm using the Perfection Lumiere Velvet by Chanel in 20 Beige. As the name suggests, yes, it feels very velvety and does somewhat illuminates the face. I would say that it is more of a sheer cover foundation, but I like the concealer to do the covering anyway. I'm just using my fingers to blend. I find it easier and uses less product, but of course you can use a brush or a sponge if you want. Next, I'm using the YSL Touch Eclat in shade 1.5 to conceal. You can use this product to conceal as well as to highlight, but I feel like this is the perfect color for my face to conceal at the moment. During summer, my face does get a little bit darker, at which point I will probably use it as a highlighter. A couple of clicks to get the product out and apply it in any area I feel like I need an extra bit of coverage. In general, my dark spots, under my eyes and around my nose. I'm just using my concealer brush to blend it all out. Finally, I used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette to set my face. In this case, I used incandescent light all over my face. This gives the face a pearl sheen that brightens the complexion. I then used Radiant Light to give it a subtle sun-kissed glow. At this point, the face is now a blank canvas ready for that pop of colour. You will notice that my face is not perfect. The goal is to cover, but still look quite natural. I'm using the Get Cheeky blush from Sportsgirl. I just sweep this onto my cheekbones. I find it helpful to suck in my cheeks and then smile to find that exact place where to put it. I then use a highlighting powder to highlight just above my cheekbones, around my temples, on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and onto my cupid's bow. Basically, you want to pop that highlighter in places that you want to stick out. This will add further dimension to your face. Next, I fill in my brows with a brow pencil. Your brows help to frame your face, so they should get some attention. Different shape and intensity of color can really change the look of your face. The good thing is, however, is that they don't have to look exactly the same. Obviously, the closer alike, the better. I then set my brows with a brow mascara by Maybelline. I love this brow mascara because it colours as well as it keeps the hairs in place. So if you're in a hurry, you can definitely use this brow mascara just by itself. Finally, we get to the eyes. I use my Urban Decay Primer Potion to prime my upper eyelids and bottom lash line. Basically, you want to prime all the areas where you'll be putting eyeshadow because the primer helps to keep the eyeshadow in place and stops it from creasing. Moving along to the first eyeshadow colour. Pop the highlight colour on the inner circle of the eyes and then use the base color all over the lids. I then pop the purple color onto the outer V and into the eye socket. Blend out any harsh lines using a clean, fluffy brush. It's okay to go back in to intensify any color after the blending, because the blending can wash out some of that color. I go back in with a bullet brush to pop that first highlight color into the inner corner and then drag that down to the inner lower lash line. I then use the purple color again and put that onto the lower bottom lash line. I've just noticed that there is a bit of fallout from the eyeshadow, so I'm sweeping that away with a fluffy powder brush. I'm using the color Virgin from the Urban Decay Naked palette to highlight my brow bones. Next, I line my eyes with the Urban Decay liner pencil in 0. I love this liner because the pencil is so soft and the color goes on really smooth. Use short strokes and sort of join up all the lines together. Wing the liner out at the outer corner. Curl your lashes and apply mascara. To finish my eyes, I'm going to put on these cute demi lashes from Coastal Scents. You don't have to put on lashes, but I'm going to because these lashes really make my eyes pop. The trick with applying lashes is to allow for the glue to semi-dry before putting them on. You want the glue to be tacky, but still gives you room to play with if you need to move them into position. I should mention that the glue I'm using is one that dries clear, so the white glue that you can see will be invisible when they dry. And the eyes are done. Last thing I put on is my lip color. This is a lipstick by Maybelline in the color Pink Please. This is my favorite lipstick by far. It's smooth, doesn't feather, and has an amazing natural pink color. Well, that's the final look. I feel like this is a really wearable everyday look that is not too over the top. Thanks so much for watching. I've really enjoyed making my first video and hope to make more. Check out my blooper video, they are hilarious.